Even early on, we can tell this is going to shape up to be a good one. Last time at East, it turned into an overtime thriller.
There's Hilton, and Hilton's shot up and good. Amanda Hilton putting her offensive skills to work so far in this one.
Yeah, she's got a quick 5 points, Jack.
Morgan Seeberger can't handle the pass from Abby Novak. And Coach Meadows definitely a little frustrated with the turnover.
4 early turnovers for the Vikings, Jack. They need to get that problem fixed if they want this outcome to be in their favor at the end of the night. But St. Charles turns right around in traveling violation as a turnover as well.
Gives the ball right back to the Vikings. 4-point game, 10-6. The Saints lead it with just over 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Cindy Santos trying to drive, tries to give it on over to her partner, Sammy Pollock. But that's stolen away, and here's Amanda Hilton. Once again, Amanda Hilton scores for the Saints.
She's doing a great job for her team so far. A big part of this 6-point lead.
Almost stolen away there. But Cindy Santos has it for the Vikings. That shot is a little bit off, but Santos gets it back. Sammy Pollock's shot touches nothing but net, and not in the good way.
And Coach Meadows asked for another full timeout. This is very uncharacteristic of Coach Meadows, and you know she's upset if she's calling 2 timeouts this early in the game. They need to work out some issues here, Jack. They're not working the ball around the perimeter at all to try to look inside. They're just jacking up bad shots.
To resume play, Morgan Sieber will try to inbound the ball. That's knocked away by Hilton. Amanda Hilton so far in this first quarter alone has been all over the place, defensively and offensively, as we've seen.
Yeah, what she lacks in size, she's making up for in production so far here, Jack.
Sammy Pollock will get the ball. Madeline Dunn checking into the game for the Vikings, but it looks like she traveled.
And that's why Coach Meadows called that last timeout. And, of course, they're already back to their turnover ways. Their 5th of the quarter.
As we talked about in the pregame, number 15, the sophomore Kyra Washington, into the game for the Saints now. And here's Amanda Hilton once again. And as she shoots it, she's hacked on the arm, and she'll go to the line for the possibility of 2 more points. Hilton's first shot, hitting nothing but net. As she seemed to have the hot hand so far in this one.
Yeah, she's outscoring the Viking girls by herself. She's already got an early 8 points, looking to make it 9 with her second attempt.
Which she won't capitalize on. 13-6. East leads Geneva. Oh. And Abby Novak can't handle that pass from Sydney Santos, and Sydney not happy with herself after that errant pass attempt.
And because of that, Coach Meadows is going to pull Sydney Santos out of the game here. She's just asking her to settle down a little bit, get her head back. They're going to bring in junior guard number 23, Isabella Medina, see if she can do a little bit better of a job of handling the pressure.
Tight defense being played here by the Vikings. Number 20, Klossner will shoot it. That's off the mark, and here comes Isabella Medina and the Geneva Vikings. Medina finds Sammy Pollock, who found Kelly Gordon, but it was a nice block shot there by Kyra Washington. And number 11, Carly Pottle, coming back the other way for the Saints.
Not what we expected to see here, Jack. Saints have taken an early 9-point lead with just 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Coach Meadows is going to send in juniors Sydney Santos and Morgan Seeberger from the bench.
Both coming back into the game.
Trying to provide a little bit of a spark on offense.
Kelly Gordon put it up. That one's rimming out no, but sophomore Abby Novak will fight for the rebound. And as she goes up for the shot, she was hacked on the arm, and she'll go to the charity strike. Novak's first shot is rimming in. Little home court bounce there.
And we've got the starters back into the game here, Jack.
And Novak's second attempt is up and good.
Abby is able to get her team back to 50% from the line so far in this game.
Hilton will take control for the Fighting Saints from St. Charles East. Carly Pottle has it. Back on over to Hilton.
A little different of a look here, Jack. They're in the 1-2-2 zone, giving the Saints something else to look at.
A nice pass inside to number 20, Katie Klossner, but rejected heavily by Sid the Kid.
Yeah, you know, Sid the Kid Santos and Sammy Pollock like to throw back, I should say, a lot of shots.
Kyra Washington gets the inbounds play. Might have been partially blocked.
Just 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter here.
15-8. St. Charles leads the Vikings. Here's Sammy Pollock. A nice pass on over to Abby Novak. Novak gets around a defender. And as Novak's shot fell a little short, Kelly Gordon was pushed to the floor.
And that's going to make it Viking ball.
Kelly Gordon looking for a teammate. Finds Cindy Santos, who will bring it back out. Santos will shoot the three. A little too strong, though, off the back iron. And here comes Pottle. Pottle. Pass was tipped by Abby Novak, and here comes Sammy Pollock. Santos will find Novak. Novak gets around a defender and lays it home. A nice move there by the sophomore Abby Novak. And at the buzzer, Amanda Hilton almost hit a half quarter. But with that miss, that'll end the first quarter. At the end of it, St. Charles East leads Geneva 15-10. Just about ready to rock and roll and start this second quarter play. Morgan Seeberger will inbound the ball right in front of us to Cindy Santos. And here comes the Geneva Vikings offense. Abby Novak, beautiful dish on over to Cindy Santos, and she'll lay it home A nice executed play there from the Vikings.
Sydney doing a nice job so far. She's got 4 early points, which cut that St. Charles lead to just 3.
Hilton finds Kyra Washington inside. Her shot, no good, but there's number 22, Anna Bartles, excuse me, to put that one back home for the Saints. A wild shot there, a circus shot by Morgan Seeberger. Looks like it was almost tipped even by Kyra Washington, but nonetheless it goes in, and she was fouled, so she'll get a shot at a 3-point play.
Incredible shot there, Jack. Hopefully she can finish this and one and get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way, as they say.
Seeberger at the line. Her free throw is off the mark, but there's Sammy Pollock, and her shot was blocked by Kyra Washington.
That's a jump ball, which will be St. Charles East possession here.
Nice block there by Kyra Washington. It looks as if, by the size of her, she gets a lot of block shots.
Yeah, Jack, 6'1" and just a sophomore. I bet she's going to be a factor on this East team for a couple more years to come.
Carly Pottle's shot is up, falling home. Pottle and Hilton looks like they're the two keys for the Saints offense.
Yeah, between the two, they've got 15 points, so, keep going to them is their strategy here.
Seeberger's shot is off the mark, and here comes Kyra Washington. There's Hilton. We just talked about her, and her layup is up and good. Coach Meadows a little frustrated with that defense.
Way too much Amanda Hilton early on here. She's got a quick 10 points.
Here's Cindy Santos. Her shot is home. A nice stroke there by Sid the Kid. Cutting the deficit to just 4 points. Hilton finding Katie Klossner, who threw it into Kyra Washington, who got an easy bucket inside.
After another unsuccessful defensive possession by the Vikings, look for them to shift back to that man-to-man defense, that 1-2-2 zone not working.
There's Hilton again. She'll fire a layup. She's fouled by Kelly Gordon. A hard foul, but she'll get up. Okay, she'll go to the free throw line. Hilton's first shot at the line is up and good.
Her second shot is up and also good.
Santos coming up the floor for the Vikings, finding Sammy Pollock. Her shot, short. And here comes the Saints. Amanda Hilton will try to drive. She gets by Isabel Medina, tripped up.
Not sure if that's quite a foul, Jack. Looks like Amanda Hilton just kind of out of control there, but she'll get one anyway. And that is the 6th team foul for the Geneva Vikings. The next one will give the St. Charles East Saints 1-1 from the line.
Klossner on over to Hilton. Hilton, some nice ball handling. Give it back to Klossner. Klossner looking inside. We'll find Hannah Noling. He gives it back over to Hilton. Hilton slowing things down, guarded by the sophomore Abby Novak for the Vikings. Deck row will turn it over for the Saints. Maybe an off-ball foul.
Yep, that's a travel by the Saints, and that is their 7th turnover of the game. Really the reoccurring theme for both sides so far, Jack. Both teams need to get that under control, and I think whoever can do a better job of that as the game moves on will end up getting the victory here.
Bella Medina will take the open shot. Her attempt is a little short. And here come the Saints. Hilton looking. finds Klossner. Klossner will drive. Kick it back out to Deckrow. Deckrow over back to Hilton. Hilton's shot is up and good. Amanda Hilton, so far, having an amazing first half, I'd say.
Yeah, she's really just on fire here, Jack. The Vikings need to find a way to neutralize her. She's definitely their best player so far in this one. Hopefully they can get some good man-to-man pressure on her and slow her down the rest of the way.
Madeline Dunn will take the open shot in the lane. That one's bouncing out. And here comes Kyra Washington. Some nice hustle defense there by Madeline Dunn. Almost stolen away. It looks like it was knocked away, or knocked off out of bounds. Last touch by a St. Charles East player, so the Vikings will take it. Here's Abby Novak. Thought about the shot. We'll get it inside to Pollock. Pollock this time will get it over Kyra Washington, and she's fouled, so she'll get 2 shots. Pollock's first shot is short off the front of the rim.
And Jack, as we move forward in this first half, we're going to have to watch those team fouls. The Vikings have committed 6, and the visiting Saints have committed 5. Of course, once they get to 7 team fouls, the other opposite team will be shooting 1-and-1 from the line.
Pollock's second free throw attempt is up and good, cutting the Saints' lead to just 10. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Hilton will give it on over to Kyra Washington. Her long three-point attempt is no good, but there's Amanda Hilton stealing it away from Pollock, but Pollock stealing it right back. Good back and forth play here from the Vikings and the Saints. Nice pass from Santos inside to Pollock, who gets it over to Morgan Seeberger.
Great ball movement.
And her shot is up and good.
Absolutely great ball movement. Great job by Sammy Pollock there. She decides to be generous with the ball. She could have shot, but she decided Morgan had a better chance at it.
Medina trying to play some tight defense on the Saints star, Amanda Hilton.
And so far, Jack, it's really unbelievable that the Saints are able to hold this 8-point lead, and that was just their 10th turnover. So it looks like the Saints are going to call a timeout to try and figure out that problem, a 30-second.
To resume play, Sydney Santos. Bring it up for the Vikings, but another stolen pass, this time by Lainey Deckrow of the Saints. And she was fouled, going up for the shot by number 33, Madeline Dunn.
And that will send St. Charles East to the line for 2 shots. And also, that puts the East Saints into the bonus here. So every foul, even committed on the floor, from now on will give the Saints 1-and-1 from the line.
Deckrow's first shot is up and good.
Sophomore Janie McLuhan into the game, looking to get a little bit more size here.
Deckrow goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 2 sophomores on the floor now for the Vikings, Abby Novak and Janie McLuhan, along with junior Morgan Seeberger, who has the ball now. Santos will try to drive. Her shot is up. And rolling around the rim, it falls. A nice shot there by the junior, Sid the Kid Santos.
With 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in the first half, hopefully the Viking girls can cut this lead a little bit closer.
A nice pass inside to Lainey Deckrow. And Deckrow, with that bucket, scoring the last 4 points for the Fighting Saints. Santos will try to answer, but her shot is no good. And there's Deckrow on the rebounding part of her game. grabbing the ball for the Saints. Here's Hilton. Pottle calls the play for the Saints. Gives it back on over to Hilton.
Now we see that Abby Novak is guarding the best player on the Saints, number 23, Amanda Hilton. Abby has been known to do that all year. Just last week in the win against Batavia, she guarded star guard Liza Fruitt. So she's getting used to this role as a defensive specialist.
But there's Hilton driving by Novak, scoring once again for the Saints. Santos will try to answer with a three, and she'll hit. A nice shot there by Sydney Santos.
And that shot is going to give Sydney Santos double-digit points in this one.
Definitely carrying the Vikings offensively in this first half. Here's Decro. Decro will turn it over, and here comes Abby Novak. Novak, a nice pass over to Samuel Pollock, and Samuel Pollock off the backboard. It's up and good. Nice play there by the two Viking girls. Kyra Washington will try to get it inside of Decro. She will, but her shot's off, and Sydney Santos will corral the rebound.
Sydney just doing everything for the Vikings so far, blocking shots, bringing the ball up the court, distributing the basketball, as well as scoring.
A mishandled pass by Samuel Pollock will result in a turnover.
And a very nice play there by number 33, Hannah Noling, to box out the Viking players so they could not get that ball as it bounced out of bounds.
Amanda Hilton taking her time, rushing the ball up. Just a half a minute left to go in this first half. 34-27. St. Charles leads Geneva here. Trying to take their time, maybe looking for the last shot of the half.
Yeah, definitely a very intelligent move here by the Saints. Amanda Hilton's going to let the clock run down here. Probably to about 10 seconds before they call a set. And here's the ball screen.
There's Abby Novak applying the pressure.
And a travel.
A traveling call is made. It looks like the Vikings are going to get the last shot of the half.
Not sure if I agree with that one, Jack, but I'll take it. Just 5 seconds left as Sydney dribbles up.
Here's Sydney Santos. Gives that over to Morgan Seabrook for an open shot at the buzzer, and she'll hit it. A great way to end the half for the Vikings. And after 2 periods of play, St. Charles leads it 34-30.
12 varsity randomly drawn present to win 50-50 cash prize. It will be announced shortly after halftime and paid tonight. The GenevaTV.org Foundation thanks you for your participation. At the sound of the buzzer, you'll have 30 seconds to throw your die. Are you ready? That's set. Our second winner is Coach Ceremonies. Our next winner is Brad Novak. Brad Novak. Next winner is Allison Henry. Allison Henry. Roxanne Frankowski. Next winner is Rachel Lawrence. Rachel Lawrence. Kelsey Marchese. Come on down, Kelsey. Lexi Moore. Lexi Moore. McLuhan. No first name, but McLuhan wins. Lisa Abel. Chris Davidson. Last name is Dave. Chris Davidson. Jane Hitchman. Lexi Moore.
Just about ready to get this second half started. And Kevin, a good ending to that first half as Morgan Seaberg hit that buzzer beater 3. What do the Vikings need to do differently to overcome this 4-point deficit they are in right now?
Yeah, they got to stop turning the ball over so much, Jack. Oh, nice layup.
And maybe get some points in the paint.
Yeah,
like what we did right there. City Santos, a nice lay-in.
That's definitely working, and hopefully they can keep capitalizing on all the turnovers St. Charles East has had. They already have 12 so far in this game. Make it 13.
Abby Novak couldn't find a teammate after she stole the ball. And here comes Amanda Hilton for the Saints. Amanda had a fantastic first half of basketball as she was shooting lights out. This time, though, she turns it over.
Wants a foul and won't get one.
Here comes Sydney Santos, the leading scorer for the Vikings tonight.
Yeah, Sydney doing a great job. Like I said earlier, Jack, she's just playing well in all parts of the game. Look at her here down on the post.
Santos will throw one up.
She can do that, too. She brings up the ball for the Vikings, and, of course, she works it down on the post, too. Just doing whatever Coach Meadows needs her to do. And that, of course, will tie up the game with just under 7 left in the third quarter.
Getting the first 2 baskets of the half for the Vikings is Sid the Kid.
Looks like they did a nice job of carrying over that momentum from the first half. They went on a little run at the end of the half, and now they're starting a little run at the beginning of the second half.
Definitely a good start for the Vikings. Here's Carly Pottle. She'll hand it on over to Hilton. Hilton being guarded by the sophomore Abby Novak. Her shot's off the mark, but a late foul call will send Hilton to the line.
And it looks like Madeline Dunn's probably going to be coming in here for starter Kelly Gordon. That was her 3rd foul, so they're going to need to put her on the bench for a little while.
And as Amanda Hilton's first free throw shot is up and no good, you can notice Kyra Washington, the 6'1 sophomore for the Saints is sitting on the bench to start this first half.
Yeah, not really sure what's going on there, Jack. She's a great player, but she has not been in a lot so far. Not sure the reason behind it.
Hilton's second free throw attempt is up and good. And here comes Cindy Santos for the Vikings. Santos over to Seberg, almost stolen away by Pottle. And a beautiful dish inside to Sammy Pollock, and a nice finish. Great passing by Morgan Seberger.
So far, Jack, of course, that's what we've been preaching about all year. Get the ball inside to the forwards and let them do their work inside.
Here's number 20, Katie Klossner for the Saints. Quick move inside to throw that one up and good. 37-36, the Saints lead it by 1 here. Madeline Dunn inside. She'll get fouled, and she'll get a shot to go to the free throw line and capitalize on a three-point play.
Yep, going to try and do it the old-fashioned way, as I like to say, Jack. And, of course, another great little layup there for the Vikings. So far, every single possession, they've got a good shot and have been able to capitalize. Hopefully that will be a theme as we go on here in the second half.
Yep. Madeline Dunn completes the three-point play, and the crowd loves it, as Madeline Dunn is definitely a fan favorite here in Geneva.
And definitely a fan favorite over here at the booth. Gotta love her.
Hilton gives it on over to the teammate Pottle. Klosser will try to drive. And here's Kyra Washington into the game. Looks like a foul is called. Lainey Deckroll will get a rest for the Saints, as number 33, Hannah Nolan, will come back into the game for the Saints. Klossner's shot is no good. Rebounded by Cindy Santos, and she'll look to push the floor.
Nice
Santos looking for someone.
Nice box out there by Madeline Dunn. Was able to tip it over to Sid the Kid Santos.
Speaking of Madeline Dunn, she'll go up for a shot, and she was fouled. Looks like the foul will be called on the floor. Here's Cindy Santos inside. A beautiful pass to the sophomore Abby Novak, and Novak puts it off the glass and in.
And it looks like Coach Meadows must have had a good halftime speech, Jack. They have pounded the ball inside, already with 11 points in the quarter.
A beautiful block there from Novak. She finds Pollock, and Pollock will hit. A great start to the second half for the Vikings, and they lead it by 6 points, 43-37.
The Viking girls are absolutely fired up after that one. Timeout, Saints.
Hey, send a good one of those to Sam.
As the Saints are ready to take the ball up on offense. Coming out of that timeout, Coach Meadows for the Vikings seemed very excited.
Yeah, she was very fired up there, Jack. With good reason, our Vikings were able to take a quick 6-point lead after being down 4 headed into the third quarter. So they've just been playing great so far, Jack.
Here's Klossner. Her shot is short off the front edge of the rim. And Carly Pottle's pass is broken up.
Jack, it's been something we've been talking about all year. The Vikings early on this year were having a lot of trouble getting good shots. They were firing up a lot of bad threes, and in this one, at least to start the second half, just 5 or 6 layups in a row here, and of course that works, you know. You just stick to the fundamentals, you get good shots, and here they've got a 6-point lead.
And it's a great time right now to give a shout out to all our Viking Sports Network sponsors. We want to give a shout out to Murray Commercial, D. Swanson Sales and Installation, Jersey Mike's. Without them, this broadcast would not be possible. So, once again, thanks to all our sponsors. Here's Carly Pottle. On over to Klossner. Klossner trying to get by the Geneva defender, Seeberger. Pottle being guarded heavily by Cindy Santos. She gets it on over to Hilton. Hilton, some great ball handling. Will fire up a shot. And a wonderful circus shot by Amanda Hilton. She continues her hot shooting. Sarah Pollock for the Vikings coming back. Will fire up a shot. That one's off the front room, but there's Madeline Dunn. Her follow-up attempt could not go, but there's Abby Novak. And Abby Novak with a nice offensive rebound and a nice bucket there.
And Jack, I'm happy to keep talking about it. Another great layup for the Vikings. But a foul there.
Klossner for the Saints was down the court fast and got a shot off.
That's going to center the line here for 2 shots. Going to try and
cut this deficit to 5 points, which she will do with that made free throw.
As we look over at that St. Charles East bench, they are absolutely stunned right now. Didn't expect the Vikings to come out so hot, and they're just quiet over there.
Klossner's second free throw attempt is up and good as she goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. And even though the Vikings have come out very hot and very fired up for the second half, it's only a 4-point game.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have a good one, Jack. Like we said earlier, that last time they played, it went to overtime. So hopefully we've got another good one in store for you guys tonight.
Looks like Kelly Gordon walked, which will give the ball back on over to the Saints. St. Charles East, a very good team, as they beat the Vikings the last time they matched up with them in overtime.
And that's a tough foul for the Vikings to take, Jack. That's going to be their 5th team foul of the half. And just midway through the third quarter, that's not looking good. The St. Charles East Saints will be in the bonus at any time here.
Here's Amanda Hilton. She'll take the 3. And Amanda Hilton continues the hot shooting. Another 3-point basket made.
And that'll cut the Viking lead to just 1. Hopefully they can retaliate here.
Amanda Hilton with 20 points tonight. Almost half of St. Charles East total points.
Jack, it seems like we've run into a lot of really great star players in this Upstate 8 conference. Of course, we saw Liza Fruden from Batavia earlier this year. She dropped 25-plus points on the Vikings, and here we've got Amanda Hilton with 20 already with still 3 minutes left to go in just the third quarter.
A beautiful pass inside, and it looks like Kelly Gordon will not get the foul called on her, but Abby Novak will. Kelly Gordon, a 3-sport athlete here at Geneva. Volleyball, basketball, and softball. Abby Novak at the line for the Vikings. Her first attempt is off the front of the rim. Junior guard Isabel Medina is into the game for the Vikings for the first time this half. Got some playing time in the first half when Cindy Santos needed a rest. And after the missed free throw, there's Abby Novak. She'll kick it out to Isabel Medina. Medina's shot is off. And a saved ball is taken by Cindy Santos, and she'll look to slow things down for the Vikings.
No over and back call there. They said it was tipped, but that one is going to go the other way.
Vikings lead it by just 1, 45-44, with just under 3 minutes to go in this third quarter of play.
early on in this third quarter, Jack, the Vikings were able to manage their turnovers a little bit, but they're back to the first halfways here after a couple of turnovers. They got to get those numbers down.
Here's Amanda Hilton. Gets the pass over to Pottle, but a beautiful block by Isabel Medina. Here's Kelly Gordon. Her shot is off. And that'll be knocked off the hands of Isabel Medina last. And St. Charles East will take the ball back.
Vikings come out in their man-to-man defense here.
Hilton gets it inside to Kyra Washington. Her shot is no good, but Klossner fighting for the rebound for the Saints. Looks like there will be a foul called on the floor.
And I said just a minute ago, Jack, that was going to be trouble. And there it is, the 6th team foul. One more, whether on the ground or shooting, would send the Saints to the line for 1-and-1.
Into the game comes Madeline Dunn. And for the first time tonight, senior guard Ellen Dwyer is into the game for the Vikings.
Yeah, Jack, we saw a lot of her earlier in the year as they were trying to find kind of a substitute for Michaela. Obviously, she had a bad injury, tearing her ACL. But this is the first time we've seen her tonight.
Abby Novak is getting called for the foul on Amanda Hilton, who will go to the line. And definitely not the person to foul, considering Amanda Hilton said everything she shot tonight.
Yeah, and
fair to say.
The other part is, from here on out, we're going to be in the 1-and-1 bonus, which is going to be tough for the Vikings to overcome. They're really going to have to keep their feet in front here and watch the ticky-tack fouls, Jack. They can't afford to send these girls to the line anymore.
Hilton's first free throw opportunity was no good, but she's got another chance to tie the game up at 45, which she'll be successful at. And with just 2 minutes to go in this third quarter, we're all tied up 45-45. A nice comeback, though, for the Vikings, considering they were down 10 points at one point.
Yeah, it looks like we've got quite the game here, shaping up to be a barn burner.
Here's Ellen Dwyer, just came into the game. Some fresh legs for the Vikings, but her pass is taken away. Bodies flying everywhere, trying to get that loose ball. And the ball will stay with the Vikings. Santos trying to find somebody.
And that's a 5-second violation, was not able to inbound the ball within 5 seconds. It's going the other way. Another turnover for the Vikings.
Coach Meadows definitely not happy with that.
You know, Jack, I've been writing down the turnovers here, and I've actually lost count because they've turned the ball over so much. I know we're in
never a good sign, though.
Yeah, we're in the high teens now. I've at least 15.
Good defense being played there by Madeline Dunn. Kloster will take the shot. And that one is stuck in the hoop. And that foul will be called on Madeline Dunn, though, and Madeline is not happy with that one.
Can I go get it?
A nice roar from the crowd as part of the janitorial staff here at Geneva brings out the broom to knock the ball out.
Kevin, I know you wanted to jump up in there and get it, considering you like to dunk the basketball, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to. Unfortunately, I can't. But, you know, it's something I aspire to do someday, Jack.
Maybe you'll get like me and get some good jumping ability.
Yeah, I mean, I just got to eat my Wheaties in the morning, you know, do my stretches, and anything's possible.
Maybe you should lift some weights.
Yeah, you know, I hear that's important. You got to lift.
And eating healthy, of course, like you
Yes.
said. Katie Klossner ready to shoot her free throws. There's a little delay, though. The ref's working things out. You know, it's one of the toughest jobs in sports is to be a referee in any sport.
Yeah, Jack, nobody really is on your side no matter what. Always 50% of the people are going to be against you no matter what the call is. So it's definitely a tough job to have. Fortunately, we're here announcing rather than out there calling the game.
Klossner's free throw attempt is no good, but it was last touch by either Janie McLuhan or Sammy Pollock of the Vikings. So the Saints will keep possession. Here's Pottle. Over to Hilton. Hilton will slow things down. We'll try to set up the offense. Pottle will try to drive. 1 minute left to go in this third quarter. And as bodies once again are flying everywhere, a jump ball will be called, and the Saints will keep possession.
I'm really liking this referee over there, Jack. You know, he calls the jump ball. He's excited to be here, enthusiastic, runs up, throwing up the thumbs.
I mean, it's a tie game. Who wouldn't be excited? Getting into these late stages of the second half. Here's Klossner for the Saints.
Looks like the Saints might even hold this for this last shot here. They've already held it for 30 seconds. Looks like they might as well hold it for the rest of the quarter.
Amanda Hilton looking at the clock to see how much time she has. Down to 27 seconds left to go in the quarter. And the Saints definitely taking their time, moving the ball around the perimeter. Here's Carly Pottle, the senior guard. Gives it on over to Amanda Hilton, the junior guard.
Just 10 seconds left. They should start their play here.
Klossner gets it on over to Pottle. Pottle will chuck up a shot. That one's off the mark. And that'll be all for the third quarter. And after 3 periods of play, it is a tie ball game, 45-45.
Give them a GTV, up to them. Okay, I go G, then you T, then you
Morgan Seaberger will inbound the ball to Cindy Santos to start play in this final quarter. 45-45. The Geneva Vikings in a tight battle with the St. Charles East Saints. Here's Abby Novak. Her shot's off the mark. And Amanda Hilton trying to run ahead of the ball, but it didn't work out so well. And the Vikings will keep possession. Cindy Santos over to Morgan Seaberger. Seaberger, nice pass inside to Janie McLuhan, and she'll lay it home. Nice passing there by the Vikings.
Nice job by Janie McLuhan there also, Jack. She's just a sophomore, comes into the big game, makes a big play.
2 sophomores on the court for the Vikings, Abby Novak and Janie McLuhan. Amanda Hilton will drive in the paint, and she'll get fouled once again. Cindy Santos not happy with that call.
Yeah, and Jack, she already has 23 in the game, looking to add to that total here.
Fantastic performance from Hilton. Her first free throw attempt is up and good.
And that was the 9th team foul for the Geneva Vikings. From here on out, for this last 7 minutes and 20 seconds of the quarter, St. Charles East will be in the double bonus, which means every single foul they'll get 2 shots from the line.
Hilton takes her time. Her second shot is off the rim. Here's Seeberger. Looking, we'll throw it on over to Sid the Kid. Looking inside, she'll find Pollock. Pollock will turn, fire, that one's off. The front end of the rim, but there's Janie McLuhan. But her follow-up wouldn't fall. Here's Amanda Hilton sprinting down the court. She'll slow it down though. Give it on over to Pottle. Nice pass inside. Janie McLuhan with the block. On number 24, Lainey Decro.
But a bad call. They're going to send it to the line for 2 shots. Not sure if I agree with that one, Jack.
The crowd was not happy with that last foul as Lainey Decro hits her first free throw attempt. And she makes her second free throw. The Saints have a 1-point lead here with just 6.5 minutes to go. 48-47, they lead it. And a jump ball will be called after Abby Novak got an offensive rebound.
She's doing a lot of that here tonight, Jack. Saints going to maybe slow it down a little bit here. Nursing that 1-point lead. They're going to try and get a good shot off here. Whoa.
Amanda Hilton thrown to the floor.
Might have been
no foul was called though.
Yeah. Oh.
It looks like Anna Noling also thrown to the floor for the Saints. And a foul will be called on Sammy Pollock.
And that one's going to fire up the Saints bench. They didn't like seeing their girl go down. So Hannah Noling's going to get to go to the line here for 2 shots.
Maybe a little chippiness setting in with such a tight game coming down the stretch.
Yes, and this head coach, Lori Drumtra, is actually asking for a technical foul there. She thought that was a little too aggressive there. She's bantering with the refs here.
Noling's first shot. He's off the mark. Noling's second shot is up and good though, giving the Fighting Saints from St. Charles just a 2-point lead. Here comes Cindy Santos. Santos trying to find somebody. She'll try to get it inside to Pollock, but that pass will be broken up by Decro. Decro over to Hilton. Hilton looking for the shot, can't find it. Decro will drive, try to get by 2 Geneva defenders. And another blocked out of bounds.
Another big block by Sid the Kid Santos. She's just having a huge game tonight, folks. Getting rebounds, blocking shots, scoring points, distributing the basketball. Just like her sister, she's a very quality basketball player.
Coming back into the game is senior Kelly Gordon for the Vikings. And a nice steal here by Sammy Pollock. Pollock will pick up the ball. Nice move around her defender. She'll miss her first attempt, but she will be fouled and will go to the line for 2 shots. She wasn't happy with herself after that first miss, though, Kevin.
Yeah, I think she could hear the footsteps from behind, and so she just chalked up a little bunny and wasn't able to make it.
Hopefully she can get those 2 points back here with these free throws. Her first one up and good.
Jack, this is really shaping up to be a good one. Just like last time these 2 teams met, looks like Sammy can knock this one down from the line. We're going to have a tie game with just 5 minutes left.
49-49 after that made free throw by Sammy Pollock. 5:40 to go in this one. Pottle for the Saints. Finds Klossner. Here's Hilton in the corner. Hilton will give it back to Pottle. Pottle will drive. but it looks like she dribbled it off her foot, and the Vikings will take possession.
The Vikings looking to take the lead back here that they had earlier in the fourth quarter. Probably going to slow it down a little bit. Look for a good shot inside like they were getting at the beginning of this half.
And as this game has unfolded, it's definitely been a game of momentum, as we've seen. Both teams have had their stretches of good runs.
Yeah, and so far in the second half, Jack, it's definitely been a lot more Viking momentum than Saint momentum. So we'll see if that plays a factor. So far in the game, it really has. The runs seem to be controlled by that momentum. When the crowd gets into it, when the bench gets into it, the girls are really feeding off the energy.
Abby Novak at the line. She'll make her first shot, giving the Vikings a 1-point lead.
Sophomore Abby Novak's second shot is up and good.
5 minutes left in regulation here in the contest gymnasium here at Geneva High School. The St. Charles East Fighting Saints are down 2 points to the Geneva Vikings. Here's Kyra Washington, the sophomore. We'll get it over to Klossner, excuse me.
Jack, I really think that all the breast cancer awareness support is really awesome. You know, we got Miss Meadows rocking the pink sweater. We got the girls wearing the pink socks. Really just great to see.
The fans wearing the pink out shirts that the girls basketball team was selling this weekend last during school hours. So it's really been a great night and great support from everybody here at Geneva High School. And hopefully the girls can come up with a victory tonight.
Yeah, that would definitely be nice in front of the big home crowd here.
The first free throw attempt by Katie Klossner, the sophomore guard, is no good. Her second opportunity is also no good as she goes 0 for 2 in the free throw line.
You know, Jack, that double bonus is not playing as big of a factor as we thought because the Saints just can't capitalize from the line.
Ellen Dwyer thought about the shot.
But she threw it off number 15, Kyra Washington's foot. So that's going to be a kicked ball violation, and the Vikings will retain possession of the basketball.
And as we look here, you got to love the shoes that some of these girls are sporting out there. We've got Sammy Pollock and Cindy Santos both wearing the bright green. Yeah, we got Kyra Washington for the Saints rocking the bright orange. So,
yeah, Jack, I definitely like Cindy and Sammy's a little bit better. And and they're going to give her one more at the line, and that is going to fire up the Saint crowd. And the coach, Lori Drumtra from the Saints, cannot believe it. She is going off at the ref. She's going to need to contain herself if she doesn't want a technical foul here.
She might have to be careful. Very upset with the call. Continuing to give the referee her words of opinion. But Sammy Pollock, nonetheless, will complete the three-point play at the line, and the crowd loves it. 54-49. The Vikings lead the Saints here with just 4.5 minutes to go in regulation time. Amanda Hilton on over to Carly Pottle. Pottle will try to drive. She'll get around a defender. We'll give it on over to Kyra Washington, who hands it back to Pottle. That pass was knocked away by Kelly Gordon. And the crowd and the bench is starting to love the play of the Vikings.
Right now. Nice little play by Kelly Gordon there. And that's going to be a Saint timeout. Too much momentum here for the Vikings. The coach is going to see if she can stop that and get her girls on a little bit of a run.
We're ready to resume play as Amanda Hilton gets it on over to deck row. Klossner's pass was denied by Sammy Pollock, and Cindy Santos will come back for the Vikings and try to slow things down. Her pass, though, is thrown up for grabs, and a jump ball is called. Inbounds play coming up for the Vikings as Ellen Dwyer will find Kelly Gordon right under the basket, and a nice lay in there for KG.
Frustration starting to set in for the Fighting Saints. That gives the Vikings a 7-point lead with just under 4 minutes to play. The Saints need to look for a good shot here. And they'll get one.
Amanda Hilton will fire, and once again, Amanda Hilton hits. Unbelievable game for Amanda Hilton.
She is absolutely fired up right now, Jack.
Single-handedly trying to bring this team back. 56-52, the Vikings lead it here. Sammy Pollock.
And a nice little note with those three. Amanda Hilton is up to 27 points on the game. Absolutely incredible. Single-handedly keeping her team in this one.
An offensive violation called on Sammy Pollock, so the Saints will retake possession. Amanda Hilton setting up the offense. Kyra Washington has it. The sophomore will give it back to Hilton. Hilton will drive. Kick it back out to Washington. Her shot bounces around and in. A nice bounce there.
That's a lucky bounce on the road there, Jack, and that's going to cut the lead of the Vikings to just 1 point with 3 minutes left to go.
A turnover there by Abby Novak.
And speaking of shifts in momentum, Jack, there's a big one there, and that's going to lead to a Coach Meadows full time out.
56-55 with exactly 3 minutes to go in this final period of play. It should be an exciting end to this one. On the floor for the Vikings, we have seniors Kelly Gordon, Ellen Dwyer, and Sammy Pollock, along with junior Cindy Santos and sophomore Abby Novak. For the Saints, we have Amanda Hilton, Carly Pottle, Kyra Washington, Katie Klossner, and Lainey Decro.
And Jack, we've talked about it all throughout this one. We really expected a good one. Even in the pregame, we knew it was going to go down to the wire. And right now, it looks promising that it will go down to the very end.
Pottle shot is off the mark, but a tough bucket scored by Lainey Decro. Nice work down in the paint. And the Saints take the lead by 1 point, 57-56, with just 2.5 to go.
She likes it.
Ooh. Cindy Santos' shot is off the mark.
Tied up,
but
jump
fighting
ball.
for the rebound is Kelly Gordon. A jump ball will be called, though, and the Saints will get the ball. Ellen Dwyer will be substituted for Morgan Seeberger. Amanda Hilton calling out the plays for the Saints offense. Run to the corner. Carly Pottle will take it in the lane. Her shot is up. That's off the back iron. And there's Sam Pollock with the rebound. Another jump ball is called.
Another tie-up.
That's get it this time.
Yeah, it's another tie-up there. Would have been nice if she could have just gotten away with possession without getting the jump ball, but nonetheless, it's going to be our ball going down here.
Santos
with just under 2 minutes left to play, Jack. Every possession from here on out is absolutely critical. They need to hold the ball until they can get a good shot inside.
Definitely no more turnovers and sloppy play. And just as I speak of it, a bad pass results in a jump ball, and the Saints will take possession.
And the refs are going to talk about this one. We have one ref call a foul, one ref called a jump ball. Looked like a foul to me. We'll see what they decide.
Hopefully it's a foul so the Vikings can keep possession. And this gives us a good time to shout out to our Viking Sports Network sponsors. We just want to give a shout out to Murray Commercial, D. Swanson Sales and Installation, and Jersey Mike's. Without them, we cannot make this broadcast possible. So once again, thank you to all our sponsors.
Yeah, Jack, and they're going to call a foul on Abby Novak here. And, of course, the Saints are still in the double bonus, and that's going to send them to the line for 2 shots.
Lainey Decrow at the line. Her first shot is no good.
Aside from the turnovers, Jack, probably the biggest problem the St. Charles East Saints have had all game is their inability to capitalize on free throws. And that
second
continues
one is rimming
here.
out, and the rebound is collected by Sydney Santos. Still a 1-point lead for the Saints with just 1:38 to go in this ball game. Kelly Gordon looking inside. A beautiful pass there from Sydney Santos to Abby Novak, and her layup is off the backboard and good. A beautiful pass there from Sid the Kid. .115 to go in this ball game. The Vikings lead it by 1, 58-57. And here's Amanda Hilton going on the floor, and that'll be a jump ball. And the Saints will keep it in their hands. And a timeout will be called by the Saints. Winding down here, Kevin, with just 1:08 left in this fourth quarter and just a 1-point lead for the Vikings. What do you think Coach Meadows is telling her girls right now?
You know, they gotta play some good defense here, Jack. They can't let Amanda Hilton get the ball. She's been able to create off ball screens, kind of doing everything. They can't lose her on the perimeter as well. She can knock down big threes. And of course, when they get the ball to the other side, I'm sure they're gonna try and get it to Sydney Santos, who's been doing work for them all day.
Of course, it should come down to the wire here in this fourth quarter. 58-57, the Vikings lead the Saints. About ready to resume play here. Number 23, the junior guard from St. Charles East, Amanda Hilton, will throw the ball in bounds. Has had an amazing game tonight. She scored 27 points. And almost a collision there by Klossner. Speaking of Hilton, her shot is up and no good. But here's Pottle. Her shot's off the mark. Kelly Gordon fighting for the rebound. But there is number 24, Lainey Decrow, on the ground for the Fighting Saints. And they'll be able to call a timeout before a traveling violation is called.
Nice choice there. Smart heads-up play by the coach there. And they're going to talk it over here.
Still 58-57, the Vikings lead it. on the floor for the Vikings. We got Abby Novak, Sammy Pollock, Kelly Gordon, Morgan Seaberger, and Cindy Santos.
And Jack, these are the girls that the Vikings started the game with. And Coach Meadows wants to keep them in here during the big spot.
Decro will fire one up after the inbounds play, and that one's off the mark. And with 50 seconds left, the Saints will foul Kelly Gordon, who will go to the free throw line because the Saints are in the bonus. KG's first shot of the one-and-one is up and good, so she'll get an opportunity to make this game a 3-point lead for the Vikings.
Very clutch free throws here from Kelly Gordon.
50.2 seconds left. Kelly's second free throw is up and good, and she goes 2 for 2 from the line.
Absolutely unfazed by the pressure. Huge crowd, didn't let it get to her. Knocks down both shots.
You know the ball will be probably in Amanda Hilton's hands. Kyra Washington has it for the Saints. Stolen away by Sammy Pollock. She falls though, and the Saints get it back. Great defense play here by Sammy Pollock. Just 30 seconds left in this one. The Vikings lead at 60-57. Here's Amanda Hilton. She'll get to the basket, but her shot's no good. But an offensive rebound by Carly Pottle. Very intense play right now.
Yep, no doubt. Oh!
And Sammy Pollock will foul Carly Pottle.
And Jack, that will send St. Charles East player number 11, Carly Pottle, to the line for 2 shots because, of course, the Vikings are in the double bonus. Down the stretch here, though, the Saints have really been unable to capitalize on these free throws, but we'll see here 2 big ones.
2 huge free throws for the senior, and she knocks down the first one. 60-58 with 16 seconds to go in regulation time. Huge free throw from Pottle, and she goes 2 for 2 from the line. Very big free throws made there.
And the Saints will quickly foul. Great idea here. They're going to send the Cindy Santos to the line. Of course, they're looking for more possessions down the stretch here. Hopefully Sid the Kid Santos can extend this lead to 3 points.
And talking about very quick fouls, only 0.8 coming off the clock after that one.
Yeah, very efficient job by the Saints, Jack. You know, they're heads up. They knew what they were supposed to do. Got the foul right away.
Cindy Santos will make the first out of the 1-and-1, continuing the streak of made free throws here from the Vikings.
Yep.
Isabella Medina will come into the game for Morgan Seaberger.
I think they're going to send her in for a little bit of defensive help here. Obviously, they're about to be in a big spot. The Saints are going to look for their last shot.
And she'll make it. Cindy Santos going 2 for 2 from the line. 15 seconds left. Amanda Hilton will try to get by Cindy Santos, trying to find someone open. Carly Pottle will shoot the 3 to tie the game, and she'll hit it! She'll hit it with 5 seconds to go. Cindy Santos with 3, with 2. Will try to get it up.
And Coach Meadows can't believe that. Folks, she was screaming for a timeout from about 7
And she'll get a timeout,
left.
Kevin.
Yeah, but we'll see what they're going to do with the clock here. She was asking for it about 5 seconds ago. And not to take away, that was an incredible shot there.
An amazing clutch shot from the senior guard, Carly Pottle. Her and Amanda Hilton have been big all night. And she comes up huge, tying this game at 62. Kevin, we've talked about it all night. This game has been outstanding. We knew it was going to come down to the wire, and here we are with just 3.2 seconds left. They added more time onto the clock. It's 62-62. What do you think Coach Meadows is drawing up right now?
I think she's drawing up a big play for Sydney Santos to get the last second shot. Yep. I think that's very important right now that they win this in regulation, because if they don't, St. Charles East will take the momentum into overtime, and that would be very unfortunate for the Vikings.
Vikings have a lot of scorers out right now, or in the game, excuse me.
And Coach Meadows is going to use her last timeout here. A lot of confusion by the Vikings. Didn't know what to do. Perhaps didn't expect that look from the Saints on defense. So she'll draw up a new play here.
And out on the floor right there was Sydney Santos, Abby Novak, and Sammy Pollock, who can all shoot the ball very well. And all three of them can easily get the ball in this situation.
Yeah, definitely, Jack. It's not like they've dropped these plays just for one person. There's a number one option, but there's a couple of other options in case things don't go as planned. So we'll see what happens here.
Well, hopefully we can get the outcome we're looking for. Hopefully one of these girls out on the floor will make a nice shot. And hopefully we can walk away with a win here on Pinkout Night here at the Contest Gymnasium at Geneva High School.
The Saints definitely know that they want to get the ball into Sydney Santos' hands. They're going to try to prevent her from doing that. Kyra Washington will have that assignment.
Morgan Seaberg going to inbound the ball. Looking. We'll find it to Santos. With 3, with 2. We'll get it inside to Pollock. Pollock will shoot. Oh! And it's no good. It looks like there's some confusion. No call was made on the... Oh! No call was made on the play. And it looks like, once again, for the second time this year between these two teams, we are headed to overtime, 62-62. We are ready to rock and roll in this overtime period. Everybody on their seats for this one, Kevin. On the edge of their seats.
You know, Jack, I really liked Coach Meadows' reaction after that no call there. She just clapped it up for her team and said, let's go. We'll get them in overtime. I think, as we've talked about all night, though, the momentum is very important, and St. Charles definitely carries momentum into the second half here after that big three-pointer at the end of regulation to tie up the game at 62.
Here comes Hilton and the St. Charles East Fighting Saints to start this overtime. 62-62, we're all tied up. Pottle, who hit the game-tying 3, will get it over to Klossner. Klossner back to Pottle. Pottle's shot is blocked by Abby Novak. Decro's follow-up attempt is no good. Here's Klossner with the reverse layup. A bit of a wild shot, and that doesn't fall. And here comes Sydney Santos and the Vikings.
Not even sure if we call that a reverse shot. Really just chucked it over her head on that one.
Beautiful pass inside from Sydney Santos to KG. Kelly Gordon will finish a nice play there. Offensively run by the Vikings. Kyra Washington wasn't looking on that pass by Carly Pottle. And not a turnover the Fighting Saints want to see. Morgan Seaberg will try to drive. She'll go up strong, and she'll get hacked in the arm, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Maybe I was wrong. Looks like the momentum not really carrying over into this overtime period for the St. Charles East Saints. That's going to send Morgan Seeberger to the line for 2 shots. And just so everyone knows, this overtime period was 4 minutes, and each team was granted 1 timeout to start the overtime.
You know, each coach will be looking to use that timeout very wisely coming down the stretch.
And Jack, I think it's very interesting. You know, last time these two teams met in St. Charles was an overtime thriller, and the Saints were able to come out with it at home. So hopefully in this overtime thriller, the home team's able to pull out again.
With that made free throw by Morgan Seeberger, the Vikings lead it by 3, 65-62. And Seeberger's second attempt makes it a 4-point game. Here's Klossner. Klossner will shoot it. That one's blocked by Seeberger. And here come the Vikings. Great play so far, offensively and defensively from the Vikings so far in this OT period. Santos looking for somebody. We'll find Seeberger.
Just trying
looking inside to Pollock.
Looks like the Viking girls are just trying to milk a little bit of clock here.
Ooh. Kelly Gordon will spin. And a beautiful shot there off the glass by Kelly Gordon.
And that, yeah, just an incredible move and a better shot.
Amanda Hilton.
Sydney Santos, number 32 there. Definitely hacked around the arm. That's going to send Amanda Hilton to the line for 2 shots. Trying to extend that large point total she's racked up this game.
And as you just mentioned, very large point total for Hilton in this one. With that made free throw, she has 28 points in the game. Definitely leading this Fighting Saints team.
You know, Jack, even if the Saints aren't able to pull this one out, she can't hang her head. She's had an absolutely incredible performance here as she adds to that point total again and keeps her team in the game.
We knew this would be a great matchup, especially with all the great players playing in this game. And speaking of great players, we have Carly Pottle, who just stole it away. Her shot is no good, but Amanda Hilton will take it. Hilton will drive, getting around 2 defenders, and she lays it in. An amazing basket scored there by Amanda Hilton.
You know, Jack, it's very interesting. Before the game, we talked with Ms. Meadows. We asked her about who the key players were to this game. She didn't even mention Amanda Hilton. Maybe they weren't ready, didn't game plan for her, and now she is absolutely going off here.
Sydney Santos will answer with a nice bucket off the glass.
But Sydney Santos doing well for herself. You know, she's got 21. So her and Amanda Hilton just kind of going back and forth here.
4-point game here with a minute and a half to go. Here's Carly Pottle. Her 3-point shot is nowhere near the rim, and the Vikings will keep ball. With 1:24 left to go in this OT period, a timeout has been called. 70-66, the Vikings lead the Saints. And Kevin, as both teams are coming out of their timeouts, we just got to give a shout out to the fantastic GHS Viking Pep Band here, supporting our girls here tonight.
Yeah, Jack, they're doing a great job as they always do. They're, of course, very enthusiastic, very into the game right now. I'm not sure if the fans watching us could see it, but they're over in there dancing around, playing their music, just having fun.
Sydney Santos coming up the floor for the Vikings with those bright green shoes of hers.
Coach Meadows calling for the wheel offense here. Just kind of dribbling around off ball screens. That's how it works. They're, cutting to the hoop, looking for a good shot. It's kind of a possession offense. They're obviously looking to milk clock.
A great pass inside to Morgan Seeberger, but she can't connect. And here comes Amanda Hilton speeding by Seeberger. And a great block by Cindy Santos, but she's going to get called for the foul.
You know, Jack, on the other end, even though that wheel offense was not successful there, they were still able to milk off about 25 seconds. So I think that in and of itself is a little bit of a success. You know, as this time goes away with a 4-point lead, you know, that's what you need. You know, you can't score if you don't have time.
Seeberger makes that shot 9 times out of 10.
Yep.
So still great opportunity still to behalf of the Vikings. Amanda Hilton's free throw shot is off the mark.
A rare miss from her.
She's very upset with herself.
She is going to look to cut this to a 1-possession game. Let's see if she can do it, folks.
49 seconds left to go in the OT period. And she knocks that one home, cutting the Viking lead to just 3. Here's Cindy Santos. Santos being guarded heavily by Hannah Noling.
And folks, those team fouls from the second half do carry over to overtime, so the next foul will send the Vikings to the line for 2 shots and the double bonus.
Ball was knocked out of bounds, but the Vikings will keep it in their hands. Cindy Santos getting fouled. Sid the Kid's first free throw attempt is up and good, making it a 2-possession game. Great free throw shooting down the stretch, not only in the fourth quarter, but also in this OT period. And there it is once again, 2 for 2 from the strike is Cindy Santos. Here comes Hilton.
I certainly don't want to speak too early. This has been a crazy one, Jack.
Oh, excuse me, Kevin.
I didn't want to speak too soon here, Jack, but this one does look like it could be over. But we've seen crazier things. We've probably even seen crazier things in this game so far. Just been a very back-and-forth game.
We were talking about earlier in the game, way back in the first quarter, that it started out a bit sloppy, but as we've gone down the stretch and throughout this game, it's been some very clean, good shooting game.
Yeah, obviously look at the score, 72-68. That's a lot of points here, especially for a high school game. So, you know, it's been a good one. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and I'm happy to be here broadcasting it with you.
As well am I. Kevin, it's always a pleasure to hang out with you. Carly Pottle made both her free throws to cut it to a 3-point game. But Morgan Seeberger now for the Vikings will go to the line to try to extend that lead once more.
She's able to make this. That will extend their lead to a 2-possession lead, which would be very hard for the Saints to come back from.
Just 18 seconds to go. Morgan's first shot is up and good. Seeberger takes her time. And that one rims in and out. But it's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Kyra Washington, and the Vikings will keep possession with just 17 seconds to go in this one. Kevin, and hopefully, if the Vikings are smart here, they should come out with a victory tonight. A well-fought game. Inside to Morgan Seeberger. That makes it 75-69.
And that's the dagger, folks. Yep. They're just going to lay off.
Amanda Hilton with one more desperation shot. It goes out of bounds. The Saints will keep the ball, but with just 5 seconds left, a 6-point lead is pretty much insurmountable. And a very exciting win for the Geneva Vikings here at home.
A very hard-fought win, Jack. You know, they were able to overcome some adversity in the second half as they came out of the half, you know, down 4. They were able to get rid of that very quickly. And then that last second shot to tie it and send it to overtime, you know, they were able to overcome that as well. And a standing ovation from the home crowd.
And that will do it, folks. The Geneva Vikings take down the St. Charles East Saints 75-69. Once more for the Vikings Sports Network. I'm Jack Housingay, alongside my partner Ken McCarthy. We just want to give one last shout out to all our Vikings Sports Network sponsors: Murray Commercial, D. Swanson Sales and Installation, and Jersey Mike's. We just want to once again give a thank you to all you guys. That's it for here. Vikings win it 75-69.